Taurus, how you doing? You're right, Taurus. Doing my own karmic hell loop again, doing the same thing. So I've changed it up slightly, Taurus. Your actual channeled messages are at the end. I've already done them, and now I'm doing this. But your channeled stuff is at the end. And a lot of it was to do with furlough money, moving money around, looking for jobs, looking for other jobs, and looking for like pension schemes and stuff like that. But if you are interested, it will be at the end, okay? So, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Show me what does Taurus's partner think and feel about Taurus during the last part of June. Okay, so wow, this card has come out so many times. Okay, Taurus, so if you're a Sagittarius Taurus, okay, so I'm doing Taurus, but again, you can watch it with the energy of 5. But this came up in a Pisces reading, okay? And it also just came up through the numerology bit that I was saying around add your life path, their life path, and then come back down to that number to see what it is. Excuse me. I've done a lot of speaking today. But this is a person, okay? And things seem unfair at the moment. Some of you could have well been waiting on some news from the doctors or the hospital or something like that, or your partner could have been. But a person that you know of could be waiting for answers from solicitors, lawyers, going to court or hospital, okay? And trying to find out what some kind of news is of how you can then progress forward after you know. Now, because your channel messages came out around furlough and around jobs and around money, this is kind of like banking, okay? It's come up as like banking. It's like, where do I put my nest egg? Do I invest in this business or that business? Have I got a load of things over also? Because there was a lot of things that were going rotten and stuff like that. And then businesses start to open and then suddenly they start to close down, which means that we might go back into lockdown. Now in Britain at the moment, we've just been told that the period of full extended no lockdown whatsoever has now gone into another 4 weeks. So everybody at businesses, they've made a load of things, they've bought a load of things to sell, and then, or the name Sal or Sally, that came up as well. They've bought a load of things to sell, but then suddenly they realise that it's all going rotten, that they've made a load of cakes, they've done a load of stuff, and they now can't sell it. Or they're in a shop, they've got like food, products, beer, alcohol, whatever it is, and suddenly they realise that they cannot now sell anything. Okay, so there's something around Sal or Sally or Sal can't never sell anything. So it's pitching, is what I'm hearing. The name pitch or pitching product. Pinching product also, someone pinching someone's product, or pinching someone's backside. Or some of you are going to court. Again, it came up so much in the actual energy of the reading of Pisces. Okay. So like I said, you could be that Pisces that watches that, okay, but you know that somebody has like an energy of Taurus or Sagittarius in their chart of 5, okay. But it's a lot to do with work, furlough, money, divorce, selling things. I bought a load of things, I want to sell a load of things, but because of what I bought extra stock, okay, I bought a load of extra stock, I've made a load of stuff, but I don't seem to be gaining any benefit out of it. Like, it doesn't seem to be doing very well. So like I said, you might have bought a load of extra stock for a shop that you own or something like that, and it is no longer selling anymore, okay? So it means that product line has closed down, a shop has closed down, there is things that are going on, like I said, here around divorce, because that was going to go to court and so on and so forth. But for your messages here, what I'm picking up, this is to do with around tax, okay? A taxi company, okay, taxi company, so it's involving Cancerian. Okay, and it was around like having to take on extra shift work and stuff like that. And if I do, I'm working 9 to 5 and I'm taking and earning extra money, but is that actually reflected in my pay packet? Like, am I doing extra work, but am I really getting anything out of it? Am I getting any money out of it? Okay, so it can be doing things for free also, is what I'm hearing here. Someone might be doing stuff for free and they're not really looking for any money. Okay, they're not really looking for any benefit or money out of it. It's just coming through... It's coming through other avenues, is what I'm hearing. Like, this money could be coming through other avenues. Like, because in the other reading, it was to do with, like I said, it was to do with around business. Okay, and I have this business, and I have that business, and this business, but I can't focus on all 3 at once, or 2 at once. I can't, like 2. So you might have 2 businesses, right? And you can't focus on 2 things at once. You can only really do 1. So it's kind of like, okay, I've got my money here. If I go to work here, but when I go to work here, this energy seems to like, let's say if you're, okay, there might be someone here that is like a, what do you call it, like a housewife, right? And you go to work, and then when you come home, there's loads of work to do, right? It's kind of like that. Say, for instance, that you got 2 jobs, right? You got 2 jobs, and one of them is involving being at home, and the other one is in another avenue, okay? And you go to this other job, and it's there, and then when you get home, the other job seems to have gone down. It's like an algorithm. Something goes up as something goes down. Something goes up as something goes down. So some of you might be like looking at the market, Bitcoin, anything like that, stocks, shares, investing money, pension schemes, insurance. If you've got anything wrong with you, I think this has all came out through your channel stuff already. If you've got anything wrong with you, like I said, me for instance, I have sleep apnea and also high cholesterol. Okay, if I looked for a life insurance, my policy would be high because I'm at a flight risk, basically a life risk. So you're looking at private flight, you're at private flight, or like, you're right, but like flight risk, somebody that can also be non-committal, like they're a flight risk, like AWOL, right, okay? So Rayals, this could be my old boss called Jan, or you could be called Jan and you're just watching this, you're right, Jan. But like, gone AWOL, gone missing, gone off, gone rotten, gone Amsterdam, or something like that. But something seems to have been gone rotten and it's gone off. Okay, so it's like we're off for school, like a school break, or we're off on holiday, or we're off on furlough, or something like that, right? Something that has gone off. Some of you here, it's coming up where there was something else that was picked up. That's it, is to look for money that has been paid, like, okay, you go to a tax company and, oh man, I've lost the message. Sorry, there was more messages there that were coming through in that what was meaning for you here. I think the majority of this is, like I said, you're probably looking for divorce, you're looking for a settlement, but there seems to be where there's 2 things, very important, okay, that you go off and you work somewhere and then you look at the algorithms. This could be alchemy and you, Ali, Alison, Ali, or Ali's Tarot, or something like that. Okay, but like, I'm going off to do something, okay, and I've got a business here and I've got a business here. And if I put all of my attention into here, this one seems to slack off. If I put all of my business and all of my money and all of my attention into here, this one grows, but this one goes down. Okay, so it's a bit like an algorithm. It's like a weighing scale as such. Like, things just don't seem to be fair. I don't seem to have enough time to fit in everything that I want all in one go. There are never enough minutes in the day, right? Libra energies, but there never seem to be anything that is satisfactory enough for me to get an answer. Sorry, but that also come up in a Pisces reading. Somebody is looking for the answer to life. Good luck. Okay, because that's ever-changing. Life is ever-changing, right? It lasts forever, it goes on forever, the name Trevor. Okay, but it lasts forever, it doesn't end, and it continues on, like all the videos that I've just made just recently. Okay. So, yeah, the brainwashed sequence. Okay. Brainwashed and sent to somewhere to repent for sin, which is here. That's why we're going through it. We're going through the wash, the karmic wash. Something is being laundered here. The laundry mat, Lars, no, or Laura, or Louisiana or Louise, okay? But yeah, I definitely keep hearing though there's this like trying to divide my time for some stuff that I've bought and I might not be able to sell it all, like on time. Like a product line. We've got a load of things, we've made them all, but we probably can't make it on time. Somebody is very, 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 very busy here. They feel as if there isn't enough hours in the day to be able to finish all of the things that they want to get done. They probably have so many things going on in their life that they just can't seem to find the time to do something that they actually enjoy. Or the name Joyce or Gianna or J, Jennifer, Julia, Jason, Justin, Jasmine. Okay, but yeah, there is something here where, like I said, a lot of you just taking your partner to court because of the children, and you're fighting over the children. You're having to take them to court over the children, right? Over a divorce. A divorce can take years. It takes longer to get divorced than what it actually does married. Right? This is what I say. I am a Pisces number 7. Never get married. You do not need to get married in order to love a person. You'll hate them if you're married, okay? Because you'll worry about how you're going to get in or out, right? If you haven't got any contract or anything like that, then it's much easier in your life, okay? So I'm just putting it that way. People don't need to get married, because the majority of people that break up and split up, they're like, oh, I wish I'd never got married. Right? I know it's a girl's dream in order to have a white picket fence, girls and ladies. I know it is, right? But how does it feel now? Where did the white picket fence go? Yeah, well, I had to give up my life. I used to be a netball player. I used to play, you know, I used to love things when I was at school, and then my high school sweetheart, and now I give all of that up, what, for you? Boo? Right? Hello, Belinda. But like, you know, I used to play all of these things at school, and I had all these dreams that, and where did I end up working? At McDonald's, right? So you could be called Donald, this could be Donald Trump, right? But like, yeah, well, it's Donald Trump. I don't know, apparently he's in this reading somewhere. What, is he a Libra? Is he, well, I don't know, that's why I said, if you've watched the numbers, this could be fucking anybody, right? But like, someone that can never seem to be satisfied with the answer that they're given. Meaning that I can have loads of tarot readings and I can have loads of stuff, but I can't figure out my karma. Right? I can't figure out why it is that when I'm told no, I don't like being told no. Okay, so 11:11 on the clock, yeah. Okay, so like I said, I can find an answer, but that isn't good enough. I got told no, but that isn't, because I'm still left with what? The karma. Still left with the karma. Still left with thinking about the person. Right? When the fuck is this ever going to end? Never. Never. Right, Trevor. When am I going to find Trevor? You're not. Okay, you're not going to find Trevor, is what I'm hearing. Something to do with the Treasury. Also, I keep hearing Treasury or Treasure Island. Someone from Ireland at the end of it. Oh, when am I going to find the potato? Okay, when am I going to find the potato? Someone could be a sack of spuds in the bedroom. Who knows? What on earth is that? I don't know. Sack of spuds. When am I going to find the sack of spuds? Spud. Daniel. Judd. Juddy. When am I going to find Juddy? Daniel Judd. I'm going to have to go to the judge. Alright then, take it to the judge. Take it to the judge. Take it to the jury. Jules Vincent. Verdi. What's the verdict? Is the verdict in yet? Do we know anything yet? What's the verdict? Some of you could be waiting for news from the hospital, and you've got something where you're waiting for the verdict to come in. Okay. Everybody's watching TV. What's the verdict? Can we all go back yet? Can we open yet? It's an open and shut case, that one. It's having to wait patiently, but impatiently. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm getting pissed off the fact that I'm having to wait, even though it's like inpatients, outpatients, like 12-hour shifts, stuff like that. You could really be dealing with a Pisces. Okay. Inpatient, outpatient. Well, let your patient the next meeting. Oh no, lovely, I need to find out. Oh, just calm your tits, Sagittarius, maybe. Sit down, take a seat, right? I'll be right with you. Oh, okay, what now? Yeah, we need you to come back over. Oh, looks like I may be called to go back over to the hospital. I don't know. But like, oh, really? Well, you need me to work on that day. That's my day off. Now, I'm sorry, but we need you. If you want to work, you got to, but you're going to have to give up your whole life in order to work. That's what I do. I give up my whole life in order to be able to tell you lot what's going on with your own. Right? Or help you understand what's going on. But like, I give up my life for my work. Okay. My life's work. My mortgage, my house, my home, my finances and everything. Am I prepared to give all of that up for you? No. Well, then you're not getting a divorce. Well, I do, because I'm entitled to half of it. Okay, well then you better take me to the cleaners, Tinas. Okay. You better take me to the cleaner. Because I guarantee I'll take you to it as well. You owe me maintenance. You owe me for the child. You've got to pay for them. You've got to get them clothes. When was the last lot of money I had from you? Did you ever pay any rent? Right? That's what I'm hearing. Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Show me Taurus's partner's thoughts and feelings, please. Taurus's partner's thoughts and feelings. But I'm looking for that, but the story's still going to be different. Okay, because I might be looking for Taurus's partner's thoughts and feelings. But then again, because of the numerology, we're just going to start looking at a you versus them, basically, right? So I'll give you the story. But we are fighting over children, right? I'm fighting with my child, for my child, trying to find them, trying to educate them, trying not to educate them. Am I brainwashing them? Are they listening to me? Are they bothered? Is this answer that I ever get from them good enough? I'm looking for a tarot reading, I've got one, they told me no, I don't like it. Okay, so I'm not talking to you anymore. Okay, I don't want to watch you, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to be around you because you do not tell me the things that I like. You tell me the stuff that I don't like. Okay, so somebody here does not like to be told. They do not like to be told, which means that they can tell you something, but when you tell them it, they don't like it. Okay, now this can be anybody that is in your family, your friend, your mother, your father, your relationship partner, whoever it is. This person does not like to be told, which means they might tell you something, but then when you tell them, they don't like it. Okay, they do not like being told what to do. Okay, which means that this can be a child of any age whatsoever. It can be a person. This can be a one person. They're searching for something that they can't find, an answer to what is going on with the person that I want to be with. But why do they not want to be with me? And why is it that when I'm told they don't, I don't listen because that's not good enough? I need to keep finding out info. No. No. It won't work out. It won't work out. Because what you're trying to do is find out the answers to life. That's the equation that you'll never figure out. If you're trying to figure out a narcissist, then I would advise stop. Okay. Try and stop trying to figure out why a controlling person does the things they do. They just do. Okay. They just do. So you have to be Paul McCartney, basically. Let it be. Okay. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. This is why I can annoy people. And this is why I kind of like it in a way. Because if I can annoy you, right, if I can annoy you and you don't know me, then what on earth do you think is going to happen in life with other people? If you do not know me whatsoever and I just speak on something here and you watch me, but you do not like what it is that I say and I can annoy you over a message, then, woo! Right? Dealing with a person is normally because they do not want to hear the truth. They can't accept the truth. They're not finished yet. They're not finished yet. Okay. So, let's start again. So what does Taurus's partner think and feel about Taurus? What does Taurus's partner think and feel about Taurus? Because when I say okay, Four of Cups. So you got Scorpio, but possible Aries may be involved somewhere. Okay, somehow do I not want to listen to anybody that tells me anything? No. Okay. That also comes up as me. Okay, if I know something, I want to keep it to myself. Okay, I know, and that's it. That'll piss other people off because I do know. They won't agree with me. They will not agree with me. Right? Not everybody agrees with everybody. This is more of a look. Can we agree to disagree? Right? So in order to get on, you've got to disagree. You've got to agree. Okay, but some of you, you're in the same readings that came up through the other ones. You're in a metaphysical time war with a person. Right? In a metaphysical one. Can't figure out why and where they've gone. They've gone. It's the fastest cake on earth. It's called a scone. Okay? Unless, I mean, that joke would not work out if you was from Cambridge. Because you'd say, what's the fastest cake on earth? A scone. No, bruv, it's a scone. Right? It's gone. Right? The fastest cake on earth is a scone. Right? So, anyway, does anybody else find that funny or am I just stupid? I don't know. But again, yeah, boredom, frustration, sitting, waiting for results to come in from the doctors, from the hospital, waiting to see the verdict that's come in from court, waiting to see if I haven't been going to court, trying to find out if there's a verdict that's coming through, if I've got work or not, how much work have I got, what hours am I, trying to alter my time shift around my partner, which means that I'm at work, majority of the time my time shifts has happened, and now because I'm in a time shift and I'm in a relationship with a person, they're now going to have to work around me being off work. Okay, so your partner, if this is your partner, they're coming up where they work quite a lot. In order to work your time efficiently around that person is working around their time shift. Your reality will change around theirs. So you have to alter your scenario of your life for this person because they work here, which is unfair to them. Now they have a karmic situation that may be well unfair for them because they're being asked to do more hours at work. That's an individual karmic pattern that they've got at work that you would not be able to tell you're going to have to sort this out. Don't argue with them about work. If they're working, leave them to work. If they're going through struggles and strain at work, it's because of their workload. Your time will shift your reality. Your reality then shifts of what you're supposed to be doing, which means that if that is not your time to pass yet, hopefully, which is not all of us, to die, okay, your reality starts to work around shifting other people. They'll alter your reality, which means it will take you on a different path and stop you from doing what you was going to do, right? Because Spirit knows when you're going to everything, right? They know everything, okay? So they alter your reality from another's. That's why it's passed on from a boss. A boss to a boss to a boss to a boss. It alters everybody's timeline, okay? It's preordained destiny to change everybody else's. So basically, if you're in partnership, you are more than likely working around this person. You're also possibly tiptoeing around the tulips, Tim. Okay, but you might be tiptoeing around this person because they might be very temperamental at the moment. Could be temperance, could be a Sagittarian energy, but we are looking at Taurus, which is also a 5. Right. So you're looking at temperamental energy. So you're looking at a temp, a PA, personal assistant, personal coach, anything like that. Not a life coach or life coaching, whatever you like. But personal assistant, okay. So teacher's assistant, personal assistant, PA, okay, manager, okay, manager of work, okay. So you could be looking for that. This could be the manager, and the manager pretty much messes up your time shift. So they tell you that you're working 6 hours a day, and then all of a sudden they ask you to do an extra 2 or 3 hour shifts work per day. That changes your reality. So you get frustrated, fed up and bored. Frustrated, fed up and bored that I can't do what I want to do, which is just relax and do nothing. I have got to work because I have a quota to fill. Okay. So then Phil or McCracken. Okay. So whoever is who, I don't know, but just follow the story, boo. So show me, how does Taurus think and feel about this situation that's going on with their partner? Show me how Taurus thinks and feels about what's going on with their partner. So, sturdy, money's coming in. If you're in partnership, it's very good. Okay, if it's very good if you're in partnership, it's just basically you're earning money together and apart, basically. So the person might live in an apartment. Okay, you might be renting out an apartment or something like that, or they work at a department store, which would be like a shop and that kind of thing, right? They own a shop, they run a shop, or they have some kind of shop going on. Okay, and this could be your partner altogether, and they work. They're the breadwinner. Okay, they're the breadwinner. They bring home the bacon. Okay, if it's like a marriage and situation like that. If not, if you are like boyfriend, girlfriend, live apart at different places, your partner might live at an apartment, but she does quite a lot of work. Okay, a lot of work, a lot of effort to get things going, because she'll more than likely work for the government here. More like work for the government. Okay, your man, if you are involved with one, they might work for themselves, but they have a better job. Okay. There is a coming together, right? But there is also having to wait for this person to finish work so you can come together and make bread. Okay. So unless you are making bread and you are involved in the Aries, which is also the Scorpio. So if you are a Scorpio placement anywhere, you can watch the Aries reading, and the messages may be slightly different. Okay, maybe slightly different. But the bread making and the cake making and things like that, and the furlough and the business, they all came out through the Aries reading. They also come up in your channel messages. I think I've lost time reality of what I'm doing now. Okay, so there's money to be made. There is peace to be made. Okay, Dempsey and Makepeace. I keep hearing Debbie, you right, Debs? Debbie and Makepeace. Let's make peace, let's make bread. Okay. So you might be, I don't know if you're making it up with the Taurus there, Debbie. Okay, but like, yeah. So what you think and feel about your partner, if you're in partnership, you're basically just waiting for this person to finish work. Okay, if you're a cheater and you're a liar and you're a person that is already married, okay, and you're like looking for another person, sorry to say cheater or liar, but I am picking that up, that you're at home with a person you don't want to be with and you're married, and you're waiting basically for the other person, for like your husband to come home whilst you're really out there looking for another one, right? Because there could be another person here, is what I'm slowly trying to pick up, is that this person goes out and they earn all of the money and they go to work and they work hard and they come home, right? They come home, hi honey, I'm home, right? But hi honey, I'm home. Now, if you do have this honey come back, I just can't stand, each lonely day seems to be a little longer, and how long is a piece of string, and there's separation, arguments and cheating and lying, it might be that when someone gets back after a long day's work, the person's kind of like, oh, hi, I've just been like, you know, waiting for you to go off with another person, right? I'll see my flavour here. But I don't know, I'm not saying there is, don't jump down the throat and shoot the messenger there, okay, but I am picking up that someone works really hard and they come home and they're not appreciated, right? They feel that, well, this person definitely feels as if they're not appreciated. You don't appreciate the work I do, you don't appreciate the bills I pay, you don't appreciate me, okay, but this person has got appreciation. They may not just show it as in like, oh lovey, come on, let's sit down and talk about foo-foo. They're probably in. They probably have their own thing going on. That's what I'm saying. This could be Stephen King. Could be their own thing. Okay. Aha. That's Althea. Right. But like, yeah. Or IKEA. IKEA. You gotta see her. But like Maria. Me. I keep hearing me. Michelle. Moo. Planets of Moo. I don't know. I keep hearing Moo. Anyway. Yeah, but somebody here feels unappreciated, but they're the person that likes to take control. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a person here that likes to take control of the house, the home, the mortgage, and they take control of that, right? But this person tries to control this king. This king gets fed up with being controlled by this energy. So if this person tries to take ownership of things and says, no, I'm taking ownership, I'm having the rights to everything, okay, I have the rights to the house, to the home, to the mortgage, it's my house, it's not your house, it's my house, I have the mortgage, I have the house, I have the kids, I have everything, and I'm going to take you to the cleaners and take everything, okay, you're doing it with a king, right, you're doing that with a king, so you might be this side trying to take this king for everything that they're worth. That might be why there isn't trust between the dynamic of you guys here, because this person may know their worth, but this person might be the person that takes charge of everything. They want to be in charge of everything. Because they do, they come in like a wrecking Sagittarius, Taurus, and because they do, and they come in like a wrecking ball, it might be demasculizing this person, where they think, you know, you don't rule me, I rule the own roost of my own, right? So it's kind of like, look, you do your thing, boo. If you want to take charge of the house and the home and the mortgage and the bills and the finances and everything else, then boo, you go right ahead. I'm just going to sit here chilling with a piece of cake. Okay, I'll do whatever I want to do. So if you've got an argument that's arising, family dynamic wise, it's because this person loves to take charge of everything. You may not be able to tell this person anything that's good enough, which means, oh no, it's okay. No, it's okay. I'll do it. Okay, like, oh, okay. no, listen, no, I'll do all this for you. All right, well, if you do that, you do that off your own back. I didn't ask you to do it. You decided to take control of it. You want to know, okay, if you want to know, I'll tell you, but I can't tell you anything. So I'm just going to leave you to do you, boo, and I'm just going to be over here being me, right? So that's your reading so far. Let's dive deeper into the dynamic of what this is. I am going to let you get on with your actual channeled messages, Taurus, because it will be at the end that I've already done. Okay, and then if you want to join Patron, you can. You can find all the links and the videos that explain literally everything below, but you will only find it on the full access bundle. Okay, so thanks very much, Taurus. I really appreciate it, and I'll let you get on with your channel messages. But please try to stay on the whole video and not click off. Okay, because it really messes up the algorithm. I would rather you just click on the video when you have time to watch it and not click on and then click off. Okay. So watch the videos when you have time, okay, because it keeps the algorithm going, okay? So if you want to watch your channel messages, they're after this. Thanks very much, I'll see you soon. The Taurus party, so that is your actual channeled messages, Taurus. So obviously, just lately, I've started to do the channel messages at the end and the tarot at the beginning, but I've already done this bit, okay? So I'm hearing Taurus party. Now, it's either a party that is the Taurus energy, but that's not their party, right? So I'm hearing like the political party. Something is going under of like businesses where it's to do with, like I said, tax, It's to do with like the COVID stuff maybe, and it's like a political party and people that are very analytical possible, okay, and it's all to do with like buying and selling. Libra could be in your energy somewhere here, or number 2, and like buying and selling and like merchandise, but watching television is the main thing that you have here, Taurus. Are people that Tauruses love to do all of that as well though, right? Is like watching a lot of television, watching a lot of news, like figuring out the news of when can I go back to work, can I not go back to work, is this change going to affect me? You could have something to do around a Scorpio and a 4 or a life path, but like, is this change going to affect me? It feels like that something that is publical, like the House of Commons or anything, depending on where you're from, it's kind of like that they're having a thing where they start to raise taxes, or they start to make certain demands of saying that you can do this, you can't do that, like COVID restrictions, work-related things, tax-related things, or taxi company could be dealing with a 7 or a Cancerian for a lot of you. This could be you or your partner, but the energy of what I'm picking up that is channeled for you is a lot to do with around the political broadcast. Like, we're waiting for something to be broadcasted to see if we can start work. We're waiting to see if something is broadcasted to see if we're going to be affected. If I am, like, anything to do with blood or something that you may have coming up around the hospital or the doctors, working for one or going for one, okay? Or someone that you know is, okay? Or Izzy, the name Izzy, or Izzy not, Izzy, afraid not, some of you are Pisces for a lot of you. Okay, but some of this might be where it's infecting, like being infected, like a COVID jab or something like that. But I know a lot of you Tauruses don't want that. But something to do with that, around infections and infectious diseases and things at hospitals and stuff like that, and you're all like germaphobe, cleanophobe, and you all don't want anything to do with the COVID stuff. Those kind of things. But I'm definitely picking up that there is something here of around maybe affecting my pension. And like, if I don't do certain things, is this going to affect my pension? Like my pension scheme. You might be looking into investing into a pension scheme, or you have one, or will something affect my money, Jano? Which means that some of you may be like, I don't know, they're kind of saying that it could be where something that political affects your money. So if you're on like welfare, here we don't have welfare, but we have like job seekers allowance, sickness benefit, NHS, all of those kind of things, but welfare basically. But will this affect my welfare? Like, you know, if like, because it's to do with like illnesses and diseases is your channel messages so far, Taurus, and it's saying like, if you're an older person and you have like a pension, then there is something around where it might come out on the news that will this affect my pension? Will this, because it's kind of like, you know, for instance, if you have an underlying disease and you've got like a life insurance, like life insurance policy, but you have something like I have, which is like sleep apnea, or you have like high cholesterol levels, if you have a life insurance, your policies can go up. So like the risk factor of one dying at certain points, if you have an underlying illness, your insurance policy goes up, because you're kind of like, you know, to someone that's kind of saying, look, we'll insure you for life, but blah, blah, blah. But if you have illnesses, then you're not a great candidate for like paying us loads of money. Do you know what I'm saying? So like going to the bank, going to the Woolwich or whatever it is, but to the building society, bank society, looking at money, looking at finances, looking at a pension scheme, looking at money being put aside into a different account, maybe savings account, transacting money across from one to another. Okay. I don't know if any of you are on like Bitcoin or anything like that, or GenCoin, unless you've watched something on Netflix, but like GenCoin, Bitcoin, starting up, like you want to start up a business. For some of you, like, I want to start up a business, but is this going to affect my pension or anything like that? Say that you might, or like be retired, for instance, and you're retired, right? And I am retired, I'm on a retirement fund, but like, will me taking on extra hours of work, will that affect my pension? If I take extra hours on at work, do I have to really like, what do you call it? Do I have to really like put this down as tax, right? So like a bit of cash in hand, that kind of like cash in hand work, sideline job, do I have to really, submit this to the tax man or the tax woman? Do I have to do all of these kind of things for a lot of you? So it could be like an extra job that you have that brings in extra money, Jenny. But like, will it have to be taxed? Okay, like a taxi company. Like if I drive, do I have to pretty much tell the taxi company that I do a few hours or 3 hours or 4 hours a week where I'm driving, and then will I have to like tell my boss? Okay, there might be someone that runs a taxi service here, or someone works for a taxi service, or a Cancerian, and people are trying to like because I used to work for companies like this where I used to drive, okay, and for instance, say that you drive but you work for a company, but then people start asking you, look, can you, or a tax company itself, like, can you do my taxes for me, but I don't pay you as much as what you would normally a client, or like I have a taxi company and I work for one, but somebody has asked me if I will take them to London or something like that. And I want to like look for a person that works for a company, but I want to know if they can do it cheaper for me than what the company would. That kind of thing. So it's kind of like looking for places that are cheaper than others, if you like. Now, I don't know if your channel messages are coming up where it's to do with around pensions, money, furlough, all of those kind of things. How much money can I get out of it? The last reading I did, which was Aries, which also comes up as a Scorpio reading. So if you are, like I said, you're a Taurus, you can watch this as a 5, which would mean Sagittarius placements, okay? Or yourselves, because I call out numerology. If you are completely oblivious to how I read, there are millions of videos that have all now been set in stone that you can just go below and check it, okay? But like this kind of thing of what your messages are coming up as, what is my safe bet? Like, where am I best investing all of my money? Where is it best me investing all of my time? But there were certain things that were going on through the Aries reading that you actually did come up in, your card did come up in the Aries reading, and it was around where things were going rotten. And also people that may be, like I said, thinking business strategies, but thinking how can I make, like if I've got 3 jobs, which one do I concentrate on the most that's going to bring me the most amount of revenue? And is it worth giving up one for another? Or if I have 2 or 3 jobs, where is it best that I invest my time into? But through your reading, it seems to be where it's coming up through, like I said, a lot to do with where do I invest my money generally. So like I said, it's a lot to do with money, like property development money. Where is it, where am I best, where am I best suited? So I don't know if there's a suit that you're looking for, or a lawsuit, or Laura, or a lawsuit, okay, or someone's looking for the name of Laura here, okay, but like some of you, like I said, it really could be some of these energies that are coming through just lately around having to go to court and looking for a suit in order to go to court, like court suit. They keep saying a suitcase. So some of you are just looking for clothes. Good vibes, but like you've been buying loads of new clothes, Tyrone. Yes, I have. It's hot and I need some t-shirts. But like another 50,000 that I've got. But like I don't know, like a suitcase and you're going on holiday, or a law case, or like taking a firm to the cleaners, or the name Tina, or a cleaning company and something like that. And I want to build a company, but I want to know, this has a lot to do with tax and money and business, and like I've got one business, I've got another business, I've got another business. But when you look at business, right, when you look at business itself, if you've got a business that doesn't match your business, right? So say for instance you're doing this thing, but you want to know about tax relief of this thing here really has to match up with this one for it to really work. Because then you can class it as like an electrical company, for instance, right? And I do things all around electric, right? So if I do another job that is involving around electricity or anything, buying equipment, if I've got this job that's involving electric and equipment, I can pretty much just say this is a sideline job, but it's all classed in a one tax bracket. Now, if you have one job that you're good at here, but this job is completely and utterly different, and it's a sideline, but it's completely different, it's kind of like those messages there that are for you, okay? So they're saying, like, where do I invest my money into? Like banks, building societies. I might have money in different pots and different ventures and different avenues. Okay, I might have like a pension scheme. I might have, because your message seems to be like making moves. Okay, making moves, or like I want to move job, or I want to move, completely want to move, and how much is my house worth, right? And if I sell my house, is it really worth me selling it, or is it really worth me just doing it up? Like, you got a nice house, but it's going to take some money to throw at the business, or to throw at, I mean, never throw money in certain energies, but we're going to look at, like, my house. I've got a house, right? It's my house, right? Eddie or Eddie Murphy or Murphy, right? But it's my house. So is it worth me fixing it, or is it worth me moving? If I fix it, how much is it going to cost in order for me to renovate the house? Or do we put it on the market and try and make some money, and then basically just go to another house that's better? Okay. But it's kind of like that. It's trying to work out the equation of what do we do? You know, what do we physically do? Do we stay here and do the house up and just stay here? Or do we physically put all our eggs in one basket, sell the house, and then say that might have to take a hit if there's things that need doing around the house? And if they do, then it's probably best just doing it up. You know, doing it up, like doing the pavement, doing so on and so forth. So you might even be a person that does this for a living, right? There are places around here that do like resin, okay, resin, which means that you can, I've got a friend that does it, okay, and you might even be watching, Lee, right? I don't know if you've got this in your chart or not, I don't know. But I've got a friend called Lee, and he does that, right? He does resin, okay? And it means that they'll come in and they'll pretty much take up all of the tarmac that you used to have, and they'll put resin down. And they'll do the garden for you, and they'll put something really nice in the garden, and they'll do a wall and all of this kind of thing, and they'll basically give you a price for whatever that is, and you either decide that you take that, or you cut your losses and run, sell the house for what it's worth, and then buy a smaller one, okay? But that kind of thing. So you might be looking into block paving, and you might even do this for a living, right? Block paving and all of this kind of thing, and you're looking to try and find work doing that, right? Because you also want to do up your house, right? So your things are like pottery. They're saying like pottering around the house, don't dilly-dally on the way. And don't dilly-dally on the way. Dilly or dally? Dilly, 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 dalla, dalla. Stella, dalla, stella, dalla, stella, dalla, stella. I'm also hearing dinner, Bateman. Bateman, the name Bateman, or Batman. But like dinner. Like, some of you are guys out there that come back and your person's cooking you dinner. Or like you're serving dinners. Like another thing. Like you're going to serve dinners. And so look, we can like make a franchise out of selling food. Selling food itself, and like we sell dinners. We sell cakes. It came up Baker's Man Baker. Bake me a carcass. Bake me a carcass as quick as you can. So is this people that like shoot deer and all things like that, and they sell carcasses? I mean, how would you sell a carcass? Casket. Okay, some of you are looking for like a funeral casket. A funeral casket, and you want to actually bury somebody, and you're looking to like how much that would cost in order for a decent casket. Say casket. Some of you, like I said, you're like planning on like writing out like your will, like you're still alive, sorry, but like you're still alive, or your parents are or something, and they're looking at like paying off like if something was to happen to me, I want to put some money aside so my siblings do not have to pay for my funeral, I can pretty much pay for it myself. That kind of thing is what I'm thinking. Well, is what I'm hearing. I don't know, are you? And if you're not, well then someone that you know may well be, okay, and it could be your mother or your father. But they're kind of, the messages here is that somebody's looking into like pensions or something, but also paying things off like like I said, a funeral, like I'll pay for my own funeral just in case something happens, then my siblings don't have to pay for that. Or like I'm looking into life insurances and how much will it cost if there's an underlying illness. And if that's not good enough, I'll look for somewhere else. And if not, then it'll be a pension scheme. And it'll be like housing development and all of this kind of stuff, right? Where is my money best secure? Secure, well, that's normally property. If not, it's a pension scheme. But like that kind of thing, right? Where if I put all my money into it, where is it going to like get the most amount of money? Well, that would be a pension scheme. Normally, unless you can afford to buy another house and you do private property valuations and that kind of thing, okay? So that is your intergalactic weird shit messages, Taurus, out of nowhere. That could or may not relate to your tarot reading, because I haven't done it as yet, okay, I'm just about to, but you would have already seen that. Hopefully you stay behind in order to watch it. But again, like I may have said in the tarot reading, if you want to see the extendeds through the month, you will only find them on the full access bundle. There are videos, plethora of them all over the place in the show more section that show you loads of different things, teaching segments, but there's a one for Patron that tells you about what you get. Yeah, I think that's basically it. So you can find all the links provided below. Thanks very much, and then you'll hopefully catch your full extended tarot reading over there. Okay, Taurus, thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.